With Blue Link Plus, you can access your Hyundai Tucson Limited remotely. Doors unlocked, temperature set, lost car found.
There it is.
Get complimentary class-leading Blue Link Plus. Call 562-314-4603 for complete details.
Welcome to the PowerCat Podcast, GoPowerCat.com's Kansas State Athletics Show. Make sure you're subscribing to our show at Apple, Spotify, Amazon, or wherever you get your podcasts. Now, from the GPC studios, here's your host, GoPowerCat publisher, Tim Fitzgerald.
It is the Overtime, the PowerCat Overtime podcast brought to you by Fridge Wholesale Liquor. Tim Fitzgerald, Zach Carlson, Cole Midnight Carmody, and Ryan 1 a.m. Gilbert.
Ooh, I like that.
You're more like 10 p.m. to me.
Me?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, because you're about 10 p.m. He's at midnight.
Oh, that's the joke. I think 2 a.m. is a little more appropriate for me to say.
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
2:20. Sir, you have to leave now. You have to leave.
Or 5:30 in the morning the other night.
He's living his best life, isn't he?
How's the pie here?
Not good.
I'll take all you got. Screw it. Throw it in a bowl with some bourbon and bring me a ladle.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. This is the podcast in which you ask us anything, we answer anything, and sometimes the answers don't even make it to the show. I think we lost a good 15 minutes of last week's show to moral obligations and not wanting to be canceled.
Exactly.
By everyone. Even people that wouldn't be into canceling people would be like, oh, you can't say that. You can't do that. We'll keep it between the white lines this week. And like I said, we're sponsored by The Fridge. Make sure you stop into The Fridge whenever you make it to Manhattan, Kansas. Great service, great selection, really knowledgeable people in there. If you're buying wine or you're just kind of a beer person who likes to explore new things, or make sure you check out their whiskeys, bourbons, and vodkas. Kevin's a vodka guy, so he has lots of vodka. Vodka. The old name of this round. Maybe I'll have to throw it in right there.
Make sure the content ID doesn't pick it up.
It will be interesting if they have a copyright in place on it. I think it's
on a 2-second drop.
Yeah, for like a Norwegian group or German group or something.
Probably do.
What did I sneak by last week?
G-Eazy?
G-Eazy.
Mm-hmm. I Mean It, featuring Remo.
Thank you. I got a good 25-second clip in there. If you keep it under 30, usually you don't get flagged.
I was shocked when I heard that. I texted him. I was like, did you listen to the Overtime?
The old man's cool. He knows what's going on.
He's absolutely right.
I don't listen to the podcast.
It's a smart move.
I do it once, and that's when I listen to it, is right now.
You don't need the sound drops to entertain you, do you?
Exactly.
I don't know. It sounds like a lot of work.
Well, hope everyone else does.
I'm boycotting because of the chips. That's probably what it is.
You're still scarred by the chips.
Still mad.
The chips are going to be inserted right now. I have a feeling.
Yeah, if he's not listening, why not add?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, very good. Cole, you got him today. Take it away.
First question of the Overtime comes from Limestone Silo. I pronounced the name correctly this time.
But slowly.
How did Fitz come up with the Go PowerCat name? What names were left on the cutting room floor?
Well, that goes way back to when Rivals started. And initially they gave us all these really lame names. Like they had set up all the sites. We were initially Super K-State.
That sucks. Wow.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, everyone's like Super KU, Super, I don't know what they were thinking. But then I think we just opened it up to ideas. And that's what came up. The big thing back then was to attach some type of action to your name. So it was really never, it gets misinterpreted as rooting, go Cats, but it's more like go sign up, go, and it worked.
I would have thought on the go, and then because you had the magazine, and then it was on a website, so that's what I thought the answer was going to be.
Well, no,
does that make sense?
No, yeah, it does, but no,
I'm wrong.
You're smart. You're too smart in this case. It was just that simple. We used Power Cat and attached a word to it that connotated action.
I feel like the word go, because I think ESPN still has ESPN.go.com in their domain name.
Yeah, it kind of made the rounds.
It's just kind of an action verb from the .com boom, I guess, that they're just stuck.
The best thing I can say about it is it's better than Super K-State.
I feel like the only one that would work would be like Super Mizzou or like something like that.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be like the only one that I could think of. But yeah.
No, but Mizzou's Power Mizzou took that from us.
Yep. So it's no great story behind it, but now it's pretty well branded, even though I don't like the rooting, cheering connotations that come up with it.
Well, that'll answer that question.
There we go.
Next one is from Adam K63.
Oh, man.
When did the pronunciation go from Ahern to Ahern? Maybe my memory is fading faster than I thought, but I don't recall ever hearing the latter until the last 10 to 15 years.
You've got it backwards. I've always said Ahern, unless I slip up and say Ahern, which it's hard for me to say. I am told by people that it was Mike Ahern. That's how you pronounced his name. And then through the years, it was just Ahern, and now people are trying to recover the name as Ahern Fieldhouse, which is, I'm told, the proper pronunciation of it.
Because I feel like even on TV and on campus, they call it Ahern. That's what it's been known as. I mean, when I was here, that's what I got introduced. That is Ahern Fieldhouse.
Most people say it. The other thing that bugs the crap out of me is Willie the Wildcat.
Yes.
There's no "the" in it. His name is Willie Wildcat.
It's so bad that the athletic department has started referring to him as Willie the Wildcat.
I know. It's
while they still have a blurb on him that it's Willie Wildcat.
I know.
It's just like...
It's Willie Wildcat. First name. His middle name is not "the."
Yeah.
It's probably like
Theodore.
William Theodore Wildcat.
It's thinking more like hand grenade to be his middle name, or jackknife.
What was the mascot that we talked about in Smithers class?
Oh, man.
The one that got scrapped. It was like a movement. Was it a recycle? Oh, it was EcoCat.
Oh yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Do you have a story about EcoCat?
Oh gosh, that was Kirk Schultz's, the former president's wife's, dream to have a female mascot, and she thought it should be eco-friendly. So she came up with EcoCat and dressed some poor student up and ruined her life as EcoCat.
How long did it last?
It didn't last a month.
Yeah.
Really?
It was so ridiculed. Go Google it, and
Do you
you'll see a
remember
picture of her.
Epaw, every person, a wildcat.
Yeah, that was another one of hers.
When was that?
Same time, right?
Same time. She
I
was
want to say
trying
it's
to.
about 10 years ago, because I want to say I was at Oklahoma State when EcoCat was a thing.
Make sure you search the images, because it's a dandy. That is not.
Well, there's the thumbnail for the episode.
My gosh.
That is not satire. That was a real thing.
She looks like a superhero.
Yeah, saving the earth, one K-State fan at a time. Epaw.
When did the EMOS start then?
Emaw's been around forever, but they came in and decided that was sexist, so prevented the band from spelling out Emaw on midfield, which Frank Trace has brought back as soon as Kirk Schultz left.
Yes! Yes! Did you hear that?
Those great uniforms that basketball had that had the kind of ghosted image in the background, and at the bottom it said Wabash. It said Emaw, but John Curry and Kirk Schultz wouldn't let him use Emaw, so they had to change it to Wabash. There's that kind of stuff. When you get caught up in that kind of stuff, and that's your management, then you're probably, if you're an outsider and you come to a school and you decide, I'm going to change all the traditions, you're not going to be long for this world. So, some traditions need to go away. I get that, but
If that's the top of your priority list.
yeah, if that's scrambling to find controversy. So, yeah, but EcoCat. And then there was Danger Cat, a less known superhero K-State which was Riley Gates' nickname for a while.
Danger Cat.
That sounds like a good name for somebody on Wabash.
It should be. It should be. We should just change Riley's name to Danger Cat.
Well, now he works for
Oh, and he'd probably get in trouble.
National.
Yeah.
Somebody would be, what's up with that?
I woke up this morning and I got out of bed. Had a big old cup of coffee to clear my head. Telephone rang and you wanna chat. Well, sit on down and tell me what up with that. Ooh-wee. What up with that? What up with that? Ooh-wee. What up with that? What up with that?
What's up with that? Sorry, I probably stole one of your edits, didn't I?
Oh, yeah.
No, that was better.
Right in.
That was better.
Next question comes from I Like Pickles Cat.
Pickles.
Whatever happened to the beer fairy?
Oh my God, the beer fairy now works at K-Rock. I mean, he worked at the Fridge. Those were such great commercials. Here, let's have a sample one. Oh man, they were fantastic. He's brilliant. It was so funny.
Is this one of those commercials like Conklin Cars? And that was on every single
No, there was like
ad?
4 or 5 beer fairy commercials.
There's a few of them. I'm the beer fairy.
So funny. It was just they were so well done for local advertising. But
Is it going to be on YouTube is the question.
oh yeah,
Yeah, they're
that's
on
where
YouTube.
that's where I'm going to get the sound.
Does this compare to Pizza Shuttle?
Better production quality. But yeah.
These are actually funny.
Really?
These are
Production
actually
quality?
these are actually kind of funny.
Hey, we out of beer? Did you check the fridge?
Welcome to the fridge.
Are you a fairy?
I'm the beer fairy.
Yeah, I don't get it.
You just have to believe.
I can't say anything negative about that because we're sponsored by them.
Well, that was really good production.
Exactly. It's better than the Pizza Shuttle ones.
Oh, 100%. And it's like an HD, and they put a lot of time and effort into that commercial.
Yeah, there's a whole series of them. Pretty funny stuff. Thank you. Who was that? Daff?
It was Daff.
Okay, here we go. Number 4, Hokey Cat. Welcome to the podcast. I don't think we've had a question from Hokey Cat. Have we?
First time, long time. He's
Yeah,
been around
see,
for a bit.
I found this confusing
Never
'cause
posted on the podcast.
I thought this was a buddy of mine. I get so confused because my buddy, who's Anderson Bluemont, his wife is a Virginia Tech grad, and so they use Hokey Cat and different stuff. I was so confused, but it's not him.
Well, he asks, who has the best chicken wings in Manhattan?
Jack, what do you think?
Chicken wings?
I've only been to chains.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
And like, I don't want to
it was such
say
a-
that
well-
it's a chain.
It was such an easy choice. So Long used to have by far the best wings, and then they stopped them because people wouldn't order them enough. I mean, they were like the Peanut in Kansas City. You know, the flat
Giant
and
wings.
the wing were still flat and the whatever were still attached.
But I'm also a boneless guy too, so I'm not going to.
Those are not wings.
I'm surprised you're a boneless guy. Wow,
Those are-
you seem like the person that would get really mad at boneless wings.
No, I get mad at people that think that they're holier than thou.
Boneless wings. Boneless wings are just chicken nuggets. I don't understand.
And I got news for you: chickens don't have fingers.
They have tenders, though.
No,
they have tenders.
The chickens here have wonderful lives before we harvest them so you can eat them.
Actually, I don't order them very often because usually when I'm at Tanner's, I'm there for a purpose. But they have really good wings. Wingstop, of course, is pretty good.
Not Buffalo Wild Wings.
I'm not a fan of Wingstop.
I'm not a fan of Buffalo Wild Wings. At all.
I hate Buffalo Wild Wings.
Hey, the Wingstop guy just gave $10 million to the school. Say you're a fan.
Yeah, we like Wingstop here as a K-State.
Fitz, you need to edit in
K-State podcast.
The Devil is a Lie. Rick Ross has a nice Wingstop line.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I think I was going to answer this question with Wingstop just because, I mean, it's a chain, yes, but it's not like super relevant or it's not super prevalent like Buffalo Wild Wings is.
Have you seen the stock price of Wingstop? Because you would change your mind.
I have not. You know everything about stocks, and I know nothing. So,
if we're going to talk about stocks in the restaurant industry, Wingstop, at least the last time I looked, it was a buy. I don't know what the stock market's doing now, but when I didn't have a ton of money to buy Wingstop stock, it was a buy, and I did not buy.
The thing I like about Wingstop, though, is it's like they literally make it and fry it right there. Like it's not like pre-made like a lot of other wing places. But yeah,
that bothers me though, because I don't think that Wingstop is as good as, I don't know how to put it. They aren't better than leaving their wings in a warmer. I don't think that the quality
it's
of
fast food.
Yeah, I don't think that the quality of their wings and then making them made to order benefits them for the taste.
I agree.
Like I would rather get my wings in 5 minutes than waiting 20 or 25 minutes for quote unquote fresh wings when, because especially when wings are hot, the sauce kind of falls off them.
All right. Yeah,
sit for a bit.
Let's be honest here, Hokie. I've come to the point in my life when I like buffalo sauce a lot more than my body likes buffalo sauce. So, kind of out of the wing business because I'll get barbecue, I'll get other, but it's not the same experience.
No.
So it's kind of funny whenever someone orders wings at Tanner's and the plate goes by me, I'm like, oh. My nose is like, I want, but yeah, it's not the same. So, but yeah, I mean, if I'm going to order wings, I'm probably right now going to go to Tanner's. I mean, if I'm going to just order pizza, I get wings from Papa John's. It's half the time they're really good and half the time they're okay.
They're never really bad?
No, they do a good job with wings.
That's
half the time they're really big and you're like, whoa.
So what's your favorite sauce flavor then? Buffalo.
Yeah, I love buffalo.
Do you like the hot sauce?
No, I've never been able to do that. I'm Irish. Our bodies reject potatoes for being too spicy.
I enjoy Buffalo Wild Wings spicy garlic as my favorite spice. Or favorite
sounds like
favorite
a trip
sauce.
To the bathroom. Right there.
It is. But also, if you go to Hooters and order spicy garlic, it is a different heat level.
Why doesn't Manhattan have a Hooters?
Oh,
because Fitz lives here.
No, I just don't think it'd work. I think it's too small of a town to have the waitresses. I don't know. Tell that story about your.
Yeah, we went to a camp in St. Louis, covered some recruits, and we ate.
There was a fight that night.
There was a fight the night before. It was Mayweather Pacquiao. We watched the boxing fight at Hooters. I ordered spicy garlic wings, not looking at the heat levels, thinking, hey, I've been to Buffalo Wild Wings before. I've never been to Hooters. Let's get spicy garlic. That seems like a safe choice. I get them, and they're like the second or third hottest wing at Hooters. Yeah, so I powered through probably 3/4. I think I ordered like 20 or something. Like it was a decent-sized plate of boneless buffalo wings and some curly fries. I think I ate like 3/4 of it, which is probably pretty impressive. And Fitz was telling me, he's like, dude, just order something else. Like, it's fine. It's like, no, I'll eat it.
Were you sweating?
Oh, yeah. He was visibly in pain.
It was painful. And then the next morning,
it was worse.
We're on our way. We leave the hotel, and we're not even like 5 minutes away from leaving the hotel. And I'm like, I don't know if Fritz or somebody stopped at Panera, but I was like, I think I might have been the stop. It was like I had to go to the bathroom, so we go to a Panera.
We hardly got out of the hotel, and he's like, I gotta go somewhere.
It was bad. It was painful.
Which part of your body did it come out of?
Not the mouth.
Okay.
Fire in the hole!
Yeah, that was brutal.
Yeah, because it was entertaining the night he was trying to eat them, and it was just painful to watch what he was going through the next day. But
sounds like a night of drinking.
I wish I had a hangover instead of indigestion.
Katie was with us, right?
Katie was with us.
It was funny.
Yeah.
The humans will be right back.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile.
With the price of just about everything going up during inflation, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, bit to get 30, bit to get 20, 20, 20, bit to get 20, 20, bit to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold!
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 up front for 3 months plus taxes and fees. Promo rate for new customers for limited time. Unlimited more than 40 gigabytes per month. Slows full terms at mintmobile.com.
Getting the crew together isn't as easy as it used to be. We get it. Life comes at you fast. But trust us, your pals are desperate for a good hang. And when they hear you stock the party with drinks from Drizzly, they'll be banging down your door. Let Drizzly, the go-to app for drink delivery, take care of the supplies. All you need is an excuse. It doesn't even have to be a good one. It's your dog's birthday. The loquats are finally ripe. Whatever. With Drizzly, you can compare prices on a massive selection of beer, wine, and spirits and get them delivered straight to your door. Which means you can entice the crew to leave their houses without ever leaving yours. Whatever the occasion, download the Drizzly app or go to drizzly.com. That's DRIZLY.com today. Must be 21 plus, not available in all locations.
The ads are done. Speak humans.
Next question comes from K-Ned. Quote, classic movies that hold up over time, technology excluded. Ones that don't, and ones you can't believe are actually a thing.
My favorite cult movie is Spring Breakers.
Does Christmas
I don't know if it holds up.
Count as a cult movie?
I don't think that's a cult movie. That's too mainstreamish.
I'm not sure how to define a cult movie. I mean,
what about Animal House?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Is that a cult movie?
I think so.
It holds up for me. But
Close. I think that's closer to a cult movie than what? Christmas Vacation? Yeah.
One of my favorite movies that's horribly edited and is as stupid as Stripes. But my generation has so many lines from the one barrack scene when they all meet each other. I mean, we all do it. You guys probably don't even realize it's from that scene when people say stuff. But yeah, it was a poorly made movie that was very entertaining because it was so funny.
I don't know. There's just not. I think it's all
like Napoleon Dynamite. That's a cult movie.
Does it? I've watched it once.
I don't know.
And that's from not my time.
See, like holding up. I don't think that there's any holding up or not holding up for Napoleon Dynamite. I mean, it's
Benchwarmers. That's a cult movie.
Is that a cult movie?
Oh, 100%. That appeals to a specific group of people, and every time
you want to see Zach get triggered, is Borat a cult movie?
Probably.
That'll forever hold up for you.
It'll forever hold up for me.
What about the second one?
The second one was kind of. I need to go back and watch the second one again because when I watched it, I thought that there were a lot of scenes that did not feel genuine. Mm-hmm. I felt that they were too perfect compared to the first episode or compared to the first movie. I felt that the second movie was just a little too perfect at times.
Fast and Furious is a cult series, right? Because
I think how I define cult is like not mainstream.
Yeah.
That is $1 billion industry. That's not a cult movie. Maybe the first one.
Yeah.
You know, but like even then at that point, no.
What about Cheech and Chong?
I haven't seen them forever, but that was funny stuff.
I would consider that to be a cult movie.
Yeah.
Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle.
Those are cult movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't think I have many movies that fall into that genre for me.
Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, it was okay.
Maybe.
I think there's just some stars in that movie, though.
Yeah, but I think the style of the movie. But now that Tarantino's had kind of like a dynasty of films, I think it kind of diminishes the cult aspect of some of those early ones.
I've got an answer, finally. I know exactly what cult movie that I can watch to this day. I could pop it on and have a good time, and the special effects are comically bad because they were meant to be. Monty Python in Search of the Holy Grail.
That is a cult movie.
And The Princess Bride.
The Princess Bride, yeah.
Zach and Cole, do you guys like that movie?
Princess Bride?
No, Monty Python.
I've only seen clips of it ever.
I have
I've
no
never
idea
actually
what
watched
he's
the full
talking
thing.
about. Not a
Wait,
fan.
you don't even know what we're talking about?
What's
Just
it
because
called?
I haven't seen it doesn't excuse you not knowing what it is.
The what?
Monty Python and the Search of the Holy Grail?
Yeah.
I can't say that I know.
There's no horses in it. They just have coconuts they clap together and gallop like they have horses.
Okay. Sounds like a good movie.
Yeah.
What about the movie Anaconda? Have you ever seen that movie?
Long time ago.
That's a cult movie. I'll watch that movie when it's on TV because it's so bad, but it's good.
Snakes on a Plane?
Yep.
Cult movie, probably?
Oh, for sure. Anything with Samuel L. Jackson, it's a cult movie.
True. That's something to be said about that.
Next question from I Like Pickles Cat. What is the best movie scene of all time?
Oh my gosh. What is this movie obsession today?
That's what they were.
Best movie scene of all time. I think it is in Unforgiven when Clint Eastwood walks into the bar with Gene Hackman's there. He is so convincing and scary in that scene that he's going to kill everyone because his friend Ned is decorating the front of the saloon. Dead body. Oh my God.
Who's the fella who owns this hole?
I own this establishment. Bought it from Greeley for $1,000.
You better clear out of there.
Yes, sir.
Just hold it right there.
Hold it!
Well, sir, you are a cowardly son of a bitch. You just shot an unarmed man. Well, he should have armed himself. He's gonna decorate his saloon with my friend.
It's all you.
It's a great scene.
Have you seen Training Day?
Yeah, I have, but I don't know.
One of my favorite scenes is at the very end when Denzel is in the spot where he thinks he's protected, and the people he's supposedly protecting as a crooked cop turn on him, and he gets shot and dies.
Wow.
I'm King Kong in this. And he, bleep.
Nice.
Dark Knight opening scene for me, probably.
That is a good
so
one.
Smooth. Just a good kind of shock factor opener.
I forgot about that one. That's
I also
a really
like
good
the
one.
I think it's the third Pirates of the Caribbean where they're hanging everybody and there's the kid and then they all start singing.
What about the speech?
That one's like just kind of cool, I guess.
The speech in Any Given Sunday.
Kid though.
If we're talking about sports movies, I think that might be one of the greatest sports speeches in a movie. I'm not saying the best sports scene, because there's lots of good sports. I mean, I don't know how you guys feel about Rudy, but every time that they start chanting Rudy's name in Rudy and he makes a tackle is like, kind of tears me up.
That'd be a good nickname
Rudy
for
was
you.
offsides.
Rudy?
You could be the Rudy of this podcast.
Oh, that makes me feel great, Fitz.
Kind of the walk-on who's now part of the team. Yeah, that's so nice. Another one that is iconic scene for me, two of my favorite movies, at least favorite scene, Top Gun in the scene at the bar, which turns out to be Kansas City Barbecue in San Diego, by the way. That's this great piano scene that's funny. And then there's a scene in Platoon in which they leave behind a sergeant to be, because he's supposedly dead, but he's not. Really iconic scene. Oh. That was me.
Oh. Thought it was a dog.
No, it's me. Let's move on.
Wait, I want to go back to my cult movie, Spring Breakers, because there is an incredible scene in that where at the end, James Franco and then Vanessa Hudgens and Ashley Benson, I don't know, the last two of them. Selena Gomez is in the movie, but she goes home early. But there's this dude, it's Gucci Mane, and they go to his mansion and they shoot up the whole thing. James Franco and the other two girls, they don't take any bullets, and I think they kill everybody in the mansion, and then they kill Gucci Mane while he's in his hot tub, and that's the end of the movie. And they ride off into the sunset.
Fitz, do you know who Gucci Mane is?
Yes. I voted for him for president.
Next question is from Win the Dang Day 2001. What is a 30 for 30 that you are most looking forward to in 15 years? Mine would be the 2019 LSU football team?
Ooh, that's good.
I like this question.
See, I like these questions when people have thought it out themselves and come up with an answer, then they ask us spontaneously to answer.
Yeah.
30 years from now.
15 years from now.
15 years.
It's all the same for me. Probably Johnny Manziel. What a con that was.
Yeah. That would be a good one.
I'd still celebrate Johnny Manziel in the Scooby-Doo outfit. That was my favorite Johnny Manziel moment. That's the only time I really liked Johnny Manziel was that he would dress up as Scooby-Doo.
Was he in the Big 12 or SEC?
SEC.
SEC. Not by long, though, right?
Barely.
First year.
Yeah. That's when they thought they were going to compete in the SEC because they had Johnny Manziel, and then they found out, no, we're not. Should have stayed in the Big 12. Probably a Patrick Mahomes one. About the whole how they drafted him and some of those early things that they saw from him is incredible memory.
I'm sure there'll be a Tom Brady docu-series, probably like Last Dance at some point.
He'll probably be still playing in 15 years.
That's probably true.
Don't say that.
He'll be on his 4th franchise and still throwing touchdowns, just robotically standing in the pocket throwing touchdowns.
I'm going to say a 30 for 30 in 15 years on KU's cheating scandal.
Could be if the NCAA ever gets around to doing anything about it.
That'd be a really good one, especially with Bill Self.
I'd say Kobe's passing would be a good one to.
Oh, that's a great one
to watch.
I hope that there's a Baltimore Colts style move in the next 10 years. That
pack up a move in the middle of the night?
Yeah, that we can get a 30 for 30 on.
Oakland A's, I'm telling you, that might happen.
Well, that's what I was thinking, was the Oakland A's now have permission to seek.
Oh, do they?
From MLB. They have the blessing of MLB saying, hey, guys, if you guys don't want to be in Oakland, it's cool.
Because of the stadium is just so...
It's a dump.
Yeah, run down. And I don't know. I think the LSU football team would be good, but, I mean, there's only so much you can do on a team that they're really good, but I don't look at that as like, oh, I have to watch a 30 for 30 about it. I mean, I understand they were dominant, but I mean, there's really no other storylines, I wouldn't think.
I agree.
Joe Burrow played at Ohio State, now he's at LSU, and now he won, and now he gets to smoke a cigar. That's the 30 for 30.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
The transfer portal might be a good story.
And about Justin Fields, too, and yeah, interesting.
We were asked this question, was that last week, about a K-State 30 for 30?
Oh, the real story behind Deshaun Watson.
There we go.
Yeah. We have an audience today that's actually human. And
no, I thought Darla came up with that answer.
She doesn't have any answers. A 30 for 30 on why the Scottish Terrier pees on the carpet.
Next question from Wyatt Bowlinger 15. Should the NFL and NCAA get together and find an overtime package that they both want to incorporate? If so, what should the new overtime rules look like?
Read that again.
Should the NFL and NCAA get together and find an overtime rules package that they both want to incorporate? Did I miss something?
Yeah, you missed rules the first time you read it.
Yeah, and my brain wandered off because overtime meant this podcast, and I was like a little lost there. I like the way college does it, but not where they put the ball.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't put the ball down in field goal range.
Put it at the 50?
Even the 45, even 40. I mean, 40, we're talking 57 yards. That's a big gamble. But
I struggle with this because, like in Major League Baseball, when they put the runner on second base in the 10th inning, to me that kind of feels like NCAA football's overtime, where it's still football, but there's an added component to, hey, we want you to score so we can kind of speed up the game. I think for the NFL, I mean, it's hard. You go back and you look at Tom Brady driving down just because he wins the toss and the Patriots go to the Super Bowl and end up winning. I mean, I feel like the Chiefs would have such a major advantage if it was college overtime rules.
Right.
I mean, the teams with the best offense would win every single time.
Yep.
So I'm fine with the NFL's overtime rules, except they should add both teams get a full possession.
Period.
Yep.
Like, there should be no situation where you can go and score a touchdown, and, well, since you won the coin toss and scored a touchdown, that's it. You should get a chance to rebut the touchdown.
Yeah, because then you're...
Because, I mean, you can do it, like, if the other team scores a field goal on their first possession, you know, that's, you know, that's not enough. You're allowed to come back. So, yeah, you should be able to have the opportunity to try scoring a touchdown off the kickoff.
Because it's also like, if that team goes and scores a touchdown and you get a chance to come back, if you score a touchdown, you can kick the extra point and probably end the game tied, because the odds of you getting the ball back again are not the greatest. Or you can go for 2 and try and go for the win. So I think that would add a lot of strategy in the NFL. I still think they need to do that, yeah. I don't know, it'd be hard for... the NCAA games are so much different than the NFL.
Right.
So it'd be hard, I feel like, to have the same rules.
I think the way they set it up now at the 35 is too easy to score. What's that?
25?
Is it 25 or 35?
It's 25.
Is it really 25? How did that happen again? We even discussed this.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, it was Wally. So
okay. It's at the 25, isn't it?
25, yeah.
That's just way too easy.
In high school, they put it on the 10.
But if you go back to like the 40, I mean, I agree, it forces you to play some more football, but that's going to take a lot longer. If you go into 4 overtimes or something, it's going to be a long game, you know. So
yeah, I think college football is not good enough to regularly end overtime games from the 40 in under 2 or 3 overtimes. I think it would moving the ball back would extend the game.
I don't. I feel like there'd be fewer scoring. More teams would go scoreless on their first possession and put the field goal as a game winner.
True.
Does that change the strategy of maybe you don't want to be on defense first?
I know. It does. I mean, everyone wants to be on defense first. But
because you're in scoring range. Either if you don't score, you're going to be able to most likely kick a field goal. That's why people want to be on defense first. But I kind of like that idea where
you're still going to go defense first, because you go out, you get a stop, and now you just have to get a field goal if you get your stop.
But what if your offense is on fire and you just want to score? That's where I think it changes it a little bit, because scoring is a given almost when you're on the 25, but it's not a given when you're on the 40.
You can put a lot of pressure on a team if you score a touchdown on your first possession then.
But it's about the knowledge. What do we have to do? Not what should we do? It's what do we need to do?
Or Oregon would be the only school to do that.
Or we could just settle it with a little sumo wrestling. Right at midfield.
Who would be K-State's representative?
Jalen Pickle.
I was going to say him.
Oh, yeah.
I saw him walking his dog yesterday.
Oh, he's too nice. We got to get someone else.
How about Noah Johnson?
It's like a 10-pound dog, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I feel like Noah Johnson would be perfect for that.
He's not big enough.
Can we still pick Hubert, even though he's not?
He's not sumo.
Why I wouldn't sumo?
That's beneath him. He would just wrestle. He'd come off the top rope.
Josh Rivas.
That's a good one.
Trey Deshawn would have been perfect for that.
Oh, he'd been absolutely perfect. He'd sumo wrestle on jorts.
Last question of the overtime comes from Adam K63. This is probably a jab at me, so
good.
When talking about driving in runs in baseball, should it be said RBI or RBIs?
This is RBI.
And I always put RBIs.
There's RBI. Runs batted in.
But I don't know if
it's already plural. Runs batted in.
It doesn't look right when you are reading it, though.
It should be RSBI. RSBI.
Thanks, Gills. Thanks for clouding the situation even more.
What are you talking about?
It should
runs batted in. R
little S B I.
So then you put the R apostrophe S or whatever, and then BI.
Gills is wrong.
Well, I know, but I'm going to defend his right to be wrong. It's America, damn it.
Oh, okay.
It's America.
Well, I disagree with
it. It
his
is
opinion,
RBI,
so
and I occasionally change you, and other times I totally forget to do it.
Yeah, I'm going to start using that. Thank you, Adam, for the...
Adam's right. He's covered a lot of baseball in his life. Runs batted in is already plural. Doesn't need an S on the end.
But when you're saying it out loud on a broadcast, is it okay to say RBIs? I think it is.
Yeah.
You listen. You'll be surprised. You might hear RBIs, but a lot of announcers will say 4 RBI. 3 RBI?
Well, not Rex Hudler.
Well, Rex doesn't know what he's saying. Rex is proof that we all need medication at times. The moon is his favorite planet, for God's sakes.
Look at that beautiful planet.
If Rex can be behind Mike, anybody can.
But that's a moon.
Look at me. I got here somehow.
Exactly. I have a love-hate relationship with Rex Hudler. I love him at times, and other times I'm like, okay, enough of this. Enough.
That's what the 30 for 30 should be on. It's the redemption of Rex Hudler.
How he went from
being hated to loved.
You could do that on Ned Yost.
Oh, that's true too.
That is true. Yeah, I mean, people were so sick of him, and then he hit the magic formula and won a World Series, and got to a World Series, then won a World Series. And what's amazing is his 3-man closing thing didn't stick in baseball. A lot of teams tried it, but they could never hit the formula that the Royals had with 3 closers, essentially. And the benefit of only having to get 6 innings out of your starter before you went to your bullpen was a secret. And it can't be replicated.
Can't. People tried so much, put so much money in bullpens, and then it just blew up in their face. Now we're back to starters need to go 7 innings. And it's interesting for sure. Have you heard Ryan's Steve Physioc laugh?
Oh, no. Oh, that's it. We're done.
Thank you for listening to the Power Cat Podcast. Make sure you're subscribing to our show at Apple, Spotify, Amazon, or wherever you get your podcasts. Power Cat Podcast. All rights reserved. GoPowerCat.com.
You ready to ride?
I thought you'd never ask.
Now streaming on Paramount Plus. It's the new original series, Lawmen, Bass Reeves.
Bass dedicated to justice.
From executive producer Taylor Sheridan, co-creator of Yellowstone, starring executive producer and Emmy Award-nominated actor David Oyelowo. It's the untold story.
I'm warning you.
Of the greatest American lawman.
Your wicked days are done.
Lawmen, Bass Reeves, new original series, now streaming exclusively on Paramount Plus.